What's going on, everybody? Unreal Entertainment Gaming here, Alex Animal 7 alongside.
Midnight Viper.
And what are we doing tonight, Midnight Viper?
We are looking at some Black Ops zombies here on Kino.
Yes.
And we are going to talk about.
Speaking of zombies, let me ask you something. You were telling me earlier about how Black Ops 2 is going to have multiplayer zombies that's going to involve another team. Do you mind on elaborating that? Because I really don't understand how that's going to work out. So.
Yeah, well, in Black Ops 2, it is said that the zombies is gonna run on the multiplayer engine, not on the engine that it used to run, which was a campaign modified engine. Now this could, it could mean a lot of different things. A lot of rumors have been going around the internet saying that, they're gonna have bigger maps, which is possible. They're gonna have it's also been confirmed that they're gonna have double the players is going to be capable in one zombie game, because that could be 8 players now.
So wait a minute, you're telling me that it's going to be team versus team? Is that what you're telling me here?
Yeah, more or less. It could be a 4v4s. Like maybe you could take an aspect of one side of the map. That could be yours, and another team could control another side of the map. And also, they could also mean many other different game types that we could possibly see.
Alright, so just today we found out about the Call of Duty Hardened Edition and the Prestige Edition, actually. And what we're reading right now, it says that it will, from my knowledge, the Digital Deluxe Edition is going to include Black Ops 2, is going to include the Nuketown Zombies bonus map, Nuketown 2025. It's going to include 2 challenge tokens, which are limited edition coins that serve as key exclusive digital content. You're gonna have weapon camo for multiplayer skin. You're gonna have a player card background, official Black Ops 2 soundtrack, and the Call of Duty World at War game download token. Now, what that means, I don't know. The Hardened Edition is gonna be $80 for both the Xbox 360 and PS3. You're gonna get the actual game, the Nuketown Zombies map, the 2025 Nuketown map. You're gonna get a collectible 2-sided steelbook, which is limited edition case only with artwork. 2 challenge tokens, weapon camo, 2 player card backgrounds, the soundtrack. You're gonna get an Xbox Live Claw avatar prop. You're gonna get an Xbox Live zombie avatar costume, and the PS3 version includes 2 dynamic themes. Now, this is the most interesting one in my opinion. The Care Package Prestige Edition is going to include the game. It's going to include a remote-controlled MQ-27 Dragonfire drone, which sounds awesome. The Nuketown 2025 map, the Nuketown Zombies map, 2 collectible, a 2-sided collectible steelbook, 2 challenge tokens, the camo, the player card background, the soundtrack, the props, and all of that included. So the only thing you're getting included into this, value Prestige Edition deal is the MQ-27 Dragonfire drone. Now
that actually is the quadrotor drone that many have seen here on YouTube. That is also that drone that you see on
the trailer.
Yeah, on the trailer, and also in the Gamescom video. That was an hour-long live stream. If you didn't see that.
Now let me ask you, do you think it's actually worth it for somebody to buy a game that includes all these things for $179? Honestly,
I think if you're a really hardcore fan of it and a collector of Call of Duty, I think that is a really good deal. You're gonna get a nice quadrotor drone. You're also gonna get it's gonna come in the nice little care package. It's gonna be a nice deal.
Well, I mean, the only thing I'm actually interested in Black Ops 2 right now is the zombies, because the Nuketown Zombies bonus map, I mean, you're gonna be battling hordes of zombies in during the time of the 1960s nuclear neighborhood. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do with Nuketown 2025. I really have to see how they're going to change that up, because I mean, you're going to relive the close quarters chaos and the classic fan favorite map, reimagined in the 1960s, but I wonder how they're going to do that on zombies, because as you can see right now, we're on wave 12, we're trying to get our stuff pack-a-punch, we're trying to survive here, and basically, in my opinion, I loved the Black Ops Zombies mode. I mean, it was just awesome. Right now, he's trying to run a rape train, but I just want to see how they're going to execute zombies in Black Ops 2, knowing that it's going to take place in the future. I mean, what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, also, since, like I said before, it's not going to run on the tweaked campaign engine as it was both in World at War and in Black Ops. It's going to be running on the multiplayer engine, so this could mean that now they're going to have double the the players on a map, which is now is going to be 8 players, and also they could possibly make bigger maps. And with 8 players, think of all the things they could do. They could probably make 4v4 point horde challenges. You know, they could make 4v4 teams. You know, many different things that they could do. They could probably do 2v2 v2 games.
But why make people compete with each other? Why can't it just be 8 people trying to take on zombies? But instead of it having to be competition, why can't they just include more zombies? Because that makes sense. More players, more zombies. And even if you go back to the Call of the Dead, when you had George Romero as a boss, that was brilliant. That was a genius idea, because at least you had a boss type enemy. Just like in 5, how you had that crazy scientist who take your weapons. Why can't they have a boss in these maps that can actually affect the way you play the game?
Yeah, well, you know, it's not to say that they're not gonna have it. You know, you know, they could do a lot of different things with it. You know, now since it's running on a different engine, you know, they're gonna have a lot of experimentation that they're probably doing right now with the zombies.
I don't know, but what is your favorite zombies map for Black Ops, honestly, and why? Because I really want to hear this.
My favorite one, I don't know. I have 2 that are like similarly the same. One is Call of the Dead, because I really like that Easter egg. You know, it was really fun. I also like that boss, thing, as you mentioned, with George Romero, and I also like Kino. I like Kino because it's just it's big, yet it's also very linear type in a way. You know, it's easy to get to those nice high rounds that everybody likes watching here on YouTube. And yeah, you know, it's mainly because those 2 things, those 2 maps are my favorite.
Well, I mean, the confirmed info about Black Ops 2 Zombies, it is going to have 8-player co-op and 4v4 team matches. I don't understand that, but it says that the maps will be bigger and there will be female characters. Now, I don't have anything against female characters. I don't have anything against any of that, but I just feel like it's not necessary to have 4v4. I mean, I can understand at the end of the day, if you have 4v4, we can compete for points and kills or whatnot, but I mean, it's just the fact that I don't want to go against my fellow man. I mean, because if it's all of us together, we're all going to have one common goal, and that's to survive and kill as many zombies as possible. So I can understand where they're coming at the versus part, because they want to see which team is a better team and which team can accumulate more. But Black Ops 2 Zombies is considered one of the most attracting parts of Black Ops 2. And Treyarch is going to do their best to develop their part in terms of making the zombies much better than it was before, but in my opinion, is the 8-player co-op 4v4 going to be worth it?
You know, yeah, like look at what they did in Modern Warfare 3, and how a lot of different game types that the community made, like Michael Myers is now Infected, you know, gun game, you know, all of these different things, they were made by the community. And Treyarch's listening to that. You know, we've made, you know, a lot of other YouTube channels have made point horde challenges, you know, either solo, like a free-for-all, all 4 against each other, trying to see who could accumulate the most points. And they've also made a team 2v2 point horde challenges to see which team got the most points. And then, in my opinion, that's kind of like survival of the fittest. Yeah, you might be like, yeah, you know, we all try to survive together, but what if I say I'm better than you at surviving these big waves of zombies? And I'm like, you would be like, bet. I'm like, all right, let's go. And
but I don't know. It's just like the 1960s Nuketown 2025 map. I mean, it's the 1960s era map, but it's just gonna be reimagined and redesigned for the futuristic 2025 atmosphere. Now, that's gonna be awesome, because when it comes to multiplayer, a lot of these maps did suck on Black Ops. I'm not gonna lie. Modern Warfare 3 also, because they didn't have that Modern Warfare 2 type feel. They didn't have that Call of Duty 4 feel where you had Shipment, you had Afghan, you had all these amazing maps. Now, I think the one map that I'm personally looking forward to in multiplayer for Black Ops 2 is Nuketown 2025. And for the zombies, as of right now, I'm looking forward to Nuketown Zombies mode, because I really want to see how they're going to implement that, because you're going to be outside, number one. That's freaking awesome, because imagine like you could patch up the bus and, you know, all the other buildings. It's just going to be awesome, because one team can camp out in one building and the other one can be in the other. But I agree with what you're saying, because I might be playing with you one day and I might be like, hey Omar, I think I'm better than you in terms of getting more kills. You know, let's see who can compete with that. But I don't want to be the one that's gonna go up against you in terms of killing and whatnot, because I don't know how they're gonna do that. But
Yeah, I don't think is necessarily killing the other player. I think it can be, but it might not. I don't think that they will do that.
well, I don't know. But let us know in the comment section below, guys, on what you guys feel about Black Ops 2 Zombies being 4v4. Let us know in the comment section below on your thoughts about the game. Are you going to be getting the game? If so, why? If not, why not? And do you think that Black Ops 2 is going to be better than Modern Warfare 3 in terms of both story, multiplayer, and having an extra content mode? And that's it for today, guys. I'm Alex Animal 7 alongside Midnight Viper. We're from Unreal Entertainment Gaming, and please don't forget to recommend this video, like this video, and please subscribe. And we're out.
Bye.